Welcome in episode 224. And what a beautiful number for this to be when Skipp leaves, as he wears the number 4 for the very last time for Tottenham Hotspur, I think. It's not official. I thought it was official, the way everybody talk about it like it's official. But look at young Oliver Skipp. I think there's a few things that need to be said, which are, you know, he's one of our own. Look at this fucking kid. Probably shouldn't have dropped the F-bomb in the first 3 minutes, but there we are. Big up to you. But look at this kid, man. He loves Tottenham. And I love Tottenham. And if a kid loves Tottenham, then I want that kid to do well. He lived out. I like this tweet for a reason. It says, lived a lot of our dreams. 106 Tottenham Hotspur appearances. Scored that belter against Chelsea, I believe it was last season. Leaves for a fee in excess of 20 million. Thanks for everything, Skippy, and best of luck. Hashtag one of our own. And outside of this photo, there's no other sentimental value I have in regards to Oliver Skipp other than the hype of what I thought he could be. Now, when he did so well for Norwich, I was like, this may be a guy who could you know, become the next great thing to come out of the academy. I was dead wrong. I think a few other people were wrong, but you know what? Ain't no shame in believing, and ain't no shame in admitting when you're wrong. You know, I know a lot of people don't like to do that. However, I'm humble enough, and I'm humble enough to know that I get things wrong.
And a bum, just a fucking bum and a fucking idiot.
But big up everybody who's here. Make sure you are hitting those likes, subscribe, vote in the poll. Obviously, we're going to be previewing Leicester tomorrow. There's a watch along tomorrow, so stay tuned for those. But that'll be a lot of fun. Honestly, I've gotten pretty tired of watching all these other clubs play their matches because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about any of those players. I'm trying to watch Tottenham Hotspur, and honestly, the sooner we can get to that, the better off I'll be in life. But big up everybody. Big up Jordan. Says, notification gang, what up, chat? What up, Jordan? How are you doing? Big up Richie B. Says, yo, Spursicus is here. Big up Spursicus. Big up Richie B. Elvis G. Good evening, Jacob in the chat. Good evening to you, Elvis G. George. Hello, George. How you doing? Says, big up Jacob in chat. Balpinder's here. Evening to you. Tempest Fugit as well. Big up. Come on, you Spurs. Big up. I will have a guest joining us in just a minute. And I wasn't planning on having a guest. Well, I mean, you know, there's a few people, you know, like the old faithfuls I like to send the link to and just say, hey, you're free. Come on by. But for the most part, I operate these things alone. But I do have a guest joining in just a little while. So when you say big up guys, that is correct, because there will be more than just me. So there will be multiple guys. And Chewy's here as well. There you go. See, Chewy's here. Chewy, say hello. He's not going to say hello. But big up Tempest. Big up Phil Coy. Says, good for both parties, Skippy and Spurs. Big up the Yaku. Big up Phil. How are you doing? Hope you're living life to the fullest, my friend. Big up to you. Daryl, he played hard. I wish him luck at Leicester. He did. He did go out there, and he always gave everything he got. Even though, you know, it wasn't enough, he did go and give it. So you can't fault him for trying. I would say that. There's a lot more players who have done a lot less. But he's just not good enough. His best is not good enough for where we're trying to go. And honestly, we should have sold him a little bit sooner. But 25 mil for Oliver Skipp. Now Leicester have the dream midfield. Can you imagine a dream midfield of Harry Winks and Oliver Skipp? Congratulations to them. So Harris here says, big up Jacob. Hope Skipp better in Leicester City. It's good for him. You will get more game time out there. That is true. He wasn't going to get much here. Patty Hartnett, afternoon buddy, up to Spurs. Come on, Patty. I know you're ready for things to kick off. Big up Johnny D. Johnny Danger says, hi, Jacob. Hello, Johnny. Dr. Johnny, I should say. Archibald, yo, Jacob, and Dog. Hey, Dog, you hear that? He said, yo, big up Jordan. Nothing against Skippy, but he's honestly one of the most forgetful players at the club and is here solely for the homegrown quota. Can Skipp on out of here. You know, this is a good point, but, you know, I don't forget players like that. There's more players I forget. I'm going to forget Højbjerg before I forget Skipp. I'll call it that way. Because Skipp was one of our own. He's from the academy. But I would say his play was forgetful. When the two things I think of in regards to the best I've seen of Skipp is that photo. Actually, did I save it? Oh, hang on. Please tell me I saved it. Or did I bookmark it? I have a whole bunch of bookmarks, y'all, so we got to get down to business. I'm not going to lie, but here it is. Here's what I was trying to show y'all. Hardest picture of all time, goodbye, my king. And yes, it is Oliver Skipp strutting his stuff at halftime as he has a brace versus Barcelona. What a king. Big up to Skippy, man. You exposing Staffy tonight? I mean, technically I did text him in the group and I said, hey, live now, appreciate any support. And he says, I'm good. Wow. 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 What's going on here? He's talking a whole bunch of shit. Wow. I don't know why I bookmarked this. It's Cucurella getting his ass dunked on. Jacob, are we going to get heated with the guest? No, maybe. You know what? I couldn't tell you. What was I talking about? I was ranting about something to Scott M yesterday, or the other day that I was streaming. What was I ranting to you, Scott? That I don't know what the future holds necessarily. I can only give you a good estimation of what I think will happen. So we might get heated, or we might keep it nice and cool. Winks 1.0 and Winks 2.0. Look, that's a dream midfield. A huge dream midfield. Hey, pick up Weird Tottenham TV in the chat. I think that's the first time I've ever seen them in the chat. Here, let me do this. Bang. Moderator. Big up Ben and Sim. And now's a good time, if any, to tell you the news. I don't know if I told anybody. Well, not officially, because I was waiting to make sure they didn't try and give me the boot before I did say something. But big up Ben and Sim. Weird Tottenham TV, some legends, some fucking generals out here in the Tottenham Hotspur community. So I posted this announcement about an hour ago. I'm going to be doing the pre-match pump-up shows for this season on Weird Tottenham TV. So big up to Ben and Sim. Thanks for the invite. Also big up to David, the Irish Hotspur. So I can't do weekday games, but every weekend game. And I was looking at a lot of our schedule, and it's all Saturdays and Sundays, so I should be all right to do it. Anyway, it is a little sad to see him leave. Honestly, I didn't really feel sad until I saw that little kid picture. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw him as a little kid, then I was like, you know what? It kind of. What happened to your left eye? Is that a pimple? No, it's a skin tag. So I have to have a surgery and get it removed. It's a whole fucking thing. And it kind of sucks, dude. So thanks for being sensitive about it. Just told L Tel to raid here. Big up Jawdank. How you doing? Big up Chris Peters. Good luck to Skipp. Yeah, I hope the best for Skipp. You know, if he can help them maintain 16th, then I think he's really done his job. Good luck to Skipp every single time. Big up Yakub. Did Winksy pull him a similar Kane to Dyer? To Bayern, old friends wants to play together. You know, big up Winks if he did do that, because that's a real one. I'm not going to lie. That's a real one for doing that, because just like Harry Kane did a real one, he went ahead and helped us out with that. So, you know, Oliver Skipp is one of those on the list we all had. He got to go. He's just not good enough. Love the kid. Just not good enough. I always said he should go to like a Southampton or one of those recently promoted sides, one of the sides trying to stay up. And I think he's going to do a decent job. Just damn right decent, baby. Big up Caption Grandma. Good day, Jacob. Can you imagine how good a cross between Skippy and Ndombele would have been? And I don't mean Skippy's skill with Ndombele's attitude. That would be the worst outcome, Caption Grandma. But, you know, if Ndombele had Skippy's work ethic, then we could be talking about the world's best. But, you know, unfortunately, Tottenham fans don't get blessed with great things all the time. But you know what we are blessed with some great thing right now is my guest just popped up into the back. He's sorting himself out, and I really feel like I should just throw him into the water before he's actually ready to be thrown out there. But he's already given the thumbs up, so I failed in that regard.
Can't catch
Paul.
me out, man.
Uh-oh.
How you going, dude? What a day.
How you doing, man?
What a day.
You're celebrating Oliver Skipp. You're happy. I'm happy too. It's something that needs to happen, but like uh-oh. I think you're lagging. Hello. Uh-oh.
Maybe I'm
having a little bit of, am I lagging or is he lagging? I'm not sure. Hello, can you hear me?
It all just cocked up, but it seems to be all right now.
1, 2,
I can hear you
3,
now.
4.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Hey.
All right, finish this sentence. 1, 2.
3, 4.
Do we have a 5-second delay?
No, we don't, do we? No.
All right. I'm going to do it again. 1, 2.
3, 4.
It's about a 2-3 second delay. That's not bad. That's all right. We can manage that. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
I'm all right, man. Yay, Skippy's going. Yay. That's it.
25 mil? Did you think we did 20 plus 5 boners? I mean, come on.
No way, man. No way.
That's a big deal. We're cooking. Yeah. Hey, Paul? Come on now.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to make a last-minute purchase now or something.
Well, we've been shaping up to do that. I don't know if you saw that photo from Spurs USA on Instagram. They tweeted a photo that there's a new player still locked and that we had unlocked 4 new players, kind of like in a video game setting. So they were alluding. You're going to make me pull up the photo. You're laughing at me because you think it's funny, but it ain't funny, Paul. It's serious business. New players soon to be unlocked, and we knew it. We said it. We called it. I want it. Real quick, I haven't talked to you about this. I actually haven't talked to you about, what, 2 days? It's a long time, man. Odebert. What do you think? Bro, I'm so excited about Odebert.
Oh, yeah? I've no idea, man. I've no idea. I've not seen him play. I can't remember him playing for Burnley, but, you know,
I remember him playing against us, but apparently I forgot that I didn't do a watch-along for that. But anyway. Big up Richard B. How you doing? Big up Craig the Gecko Man. Lisa O is here. Hello. I'm going to catch up in the chat real quick and then have a nice chat. That's awesome. Love them. We'll be watching the pre-match pump-ups. Yes, big up to We Are Tottenham TV. I was just announcing Paul will sometimes be featured whenever, you know, the wind blows him in our direction. We will be so blessed to have that bird flying south for our winter. Says... But I'll be doing it with Kate, with Just a Girl Loves Spurs. Got her to help me out. That way, you know, when I'm waking up at 5 a.m. for a pre-match pump-up, there's someone who's been awake longer than 30 minutes. I think that'll be necessary for a show. So those will be fun. But big up Paul. Big up everyone included. What about this picture, Paul? Does it bring back any good memories? Huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Anything about that?
Look,
Skipp 2 goals. Look. We're up 2-1 at half versus Fartalonia. Talk to me nicely.
No, look, he's done some nice things for us, and good luck to him and all that. But I'm just glad. I'm glad you can't temper my happiness. This is like a symbol of old Spurs and new Spurs. We've kind of gotten rid of everyone.
What about this child you're kicking out?
Toby Jones,
making him home. He doesn't look like Toby Jones here. Poor child. Not yet, anyway. You're throwing this kid out into the rain, Paul. You didn't pack him a lunch, and he doesn't have a jacket.
Well, I'm sure he's got a butler that'll just, you know,
why does he have a butler?
Because he's rich as fuck. He's a rich kid.
He's not that
Look
rich.
at him.
How much is he making?
You got a picture of him like, you know, he's off the housing estate. He might have been, I don't know there, but now he's Mr. Highfalutin. He don't look like that.
Let me see. Oliver Skipp's salary.
All right, I reckon by the time
average annual salary of $2 million.
There you go. Yeah, bless him.
All right, yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. You know, you tell that little kid, right? It's just, you know, they say a picture speaks 1,000 words. The eyes are the gateway to the soul. And I'm looking at this young child who just wanted to make it at Tottenham Hotspur. Did he make it at Tottenham Hotspur? I would say yes. Not in a footballing sense, but in a paycheck sense. $2 million a year, my friend. We're eating good. What do you think, Paul?
I don't think he would have made it at any other club, really. I think, well, you know, we mismanaged the amount of homegrown things. And look, yeah, there was a couple of seasons where it was him and Højbjerg in midfield. They were our best midfielders, which says something about the club. But look, since he came back from injury, before injury, I think he had a lot of promise. But when he came back from that injury, he lost half.
That's true.
He lost half a yard. And he just got frustrated and aggro on the pitch. He was reckless. You know, people often say Romero's reckless. This guy here, reckless as anything.
He would give the ball away and then go clatter into a dude for a yellow. I was like,
yeah,
I understand that's just, come on, my G. 40 grand a week. That's a lot. I mean, that's not that much for a pro footballer if you think about it. But what it is a lot for, that's how much, you know, the average, I think, entry-level position is yearly. About 40 grand a year. If I remember correctly. That's, you know, he was making that every week. I think he'd be okay. Hey, big up Dermatron. Big up Spurs GCTV. Big up Mud FC. Orez, how we doing? Archibald, big up everybody. Salam alaikum, Royale, how you doing? Who takes the number 4,
Salam.
Paul?
Who
takes the number 4?
Archie Gray? They've all taken their numbers
He's
now.
already
though,
got 14. I like 14 for Archie Gray. I like it. I like 14. I can't lie.
Well, is there someone? Oh, I don't know, man. It should just be 1 to 11 on the pitch. 1 to 11.
You're that old man on the stoop.
I am.
Get off my lawn. Back in my day, everyone wore 1 through 11. You had one shirt all year. Weren't no jersey swaps at the end of matches because you only had one.
We had one and it was shared around.
Van de Ven number 4. Come on. That's going to be sick, bro. I'm going to have to get a Van de Ven number 4 if that happens. I ain't going to lie.
Oh, you're such a capitalist dream.
Do you see that one back there? You see that one back there, Paul? Hang on. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that one, Paul. Come on now. Here you go. Let me get it. Look at that. Best left back in the league. Talk to me nicely, Paul.
He's not.
Van de Ven. That'd be sick. I'm not going to lie. I'd have to buy that. I have to buy that one. I can't lie. Are you buying any of the kits, or are you scorned like a lover because of last year's iridescent logo?
Well, it doesn't have iridescent in, but yeah, you know, I'll take our loan at some point during the year so I can buy some Tottenham stuff. I ain't paying that much for that. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Insider info here from Weird Tottenham TV. Van de Ven number 5. João Gomez number 4. João Gomez would be a here we go. I heard the links that were going around. João Gomez from Wolves, yeah.
Oh. No, I don't know much about him either. Is he any good?
If you go back to the 2 matches we lost to Wolves last year, yes. He was dominating us in the midfield. He's pretty damn good. I think he would walk straight into our midfield personally. Okay. Big up Ben. Hey, if you want to join, man, let me know. Shoot me a text. I know it's probably late out there for y'all. What is it? 10:30? That's not as late as no inside info, just wishful thinking. You're probably right. Big up Benita Sotelo grabbing that membership. Or not membership. What the hell am I talking about? Sponsoring the show tonight. Woohoo. Says Elite Duo, you two. How about that, Paul? So how you living? How are you feeling, man? Going into tomorrow. My opening question for you. We got Solanke as a number 9. What do you make of him? That's my first thing. What do you think of Solanke? Upgrade on Richarlison.
Yeah, the more the window goes on, the more I'm thinking that's a really good buy. Because, you know, we needed a striker. Okay, well, who is there? Ivan Toney. No one seems interested in him at the moment for some reason. You know,
I got up here and defended the motherfucker's attitude saying head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Is that what you're saying? Head,
it's
shoulders,
betting.
Knees, and toes. Oh.
I use sign language at racetracks. Tic-tac-Tony. It's tic-tac it's called.
Is that like at the horse races?
Yeah. So they go 5 to 1 or whatever, you know. So all the bookies can collude to rip you off.
I got a little distracted, Paul. Aussie's Dream is in here. It says anyone can dominate us. And I'm like, bro, if you want to go to Amsterdam and get that kinky shit, bro, be my guest. No judgment, no shame here. Come on, live your best life.
It's all in the windows.
Anyone can dominate us, baby. Come on now. Hey, whoa. This is the first time I've seen you in the chat. You better start talking to me nice. But Paul.
Yeah, excited about I think Solanke's going to be great. I know, but I go into every season thinking the same way. I think we're going to win everything. All the dreams are alive. I'm looking forward to see how much we've improved over the last year. I think it's all up.
Yeah. Danielle Zito says, Jacob, the stats say otherwise. Solanke is no upgrade on Richarlison. I'm looking at the last 2... Let's look at stats. No, this is what I like, because they say stats and facts. Like facts don't care about your feelings. Well, I've got a feeling that when we go through an entire season, I don't get 30 games of Richarlison. I haven't in the last 2 years.
He didn't get 19 goals last year.
He has played more than I actually thought when I actually look back at the numbers. But something that I do like from Solanke, which, you know, if you're available, that's already a +1. You know, Højbjerg makes a living off of being available. So Solanke, 33+ matches in both Premier League seasons, last 2 seasons. If he can give us 33 matches, that is an upgrade on Richarlison. And I'm talking stats as well, Daniela. Big up Daniela, by the way. I just, you know, I don't know why people think he's not better. You watch him, like, just watch the highlight reels, watch his goals he scores, watch
Way
his
better.
assists, watch the ones where he doesn't even score, or his control's better. Everything people say good about Richarlison, his presses, and he's strong on the ball. He can hold up play and he can distribute. Bro, Solanke does all those better. He does all those, but better.
Absolutely,
he's better
yeah.
all around, in my opinion. Just because he's been on the dusty ass AFC, the fucking Cherries. We're talking about a dude playing for the Cherries. Like, yes, it's the bar's in hell when you're saying, is he an upgrade on Richarlison? Same thing like I said with Timo Werner. Was he an upgrade on Brian Hill? Yes. But again, the bar's in hell. All you can really do is raise it. Now, I don't know. Solanke has one good season with 19 for 65 mil, and we didn't want to activate the release clause on Ezzy. Jacob, explain how that makes any type of sense.
He had a good season in the championship as well. So there's 2 good seasons.
Yeah, I think he scored 30 plus in both of them. Now, for me, in the championship, it shows you what he can do, at least playing in fucking England. Because if you're playing in Spain, the weather's different. You're playing in Portugal, the weather's different. You're playing in any of these other nations, the weather's a lot different. Can you do it in the nation? Okay. Now, can you do it versus the best in the nation? And he did last year. Now, again, you would say, oh, well, he didn't score against any of the big 6, yada, yada. But again, it's Bournemouth. What is Bournemouth supposed to do versus City? What was Bournemouth supposed to do versus Arsenal? Like, look, I want to be as realistic as possible here, and I'm not trying to blow smoke up nobody's ass, because I didn't rate the signing of Solanke when we first got linked with it. But the more I looked into it, the more I watched the tape, I was like, he's better than Richarlison. If he gets some of the chances that we created for Richarlison this year, I've said 20 plus goals. He could hit 25 GA. I think 25 GA, if he goes 30 plus games this year, is not unrealistic with the amount of opportunities we're going to create for him. And again, you know, different strokes for different folks. People don't like that kind of profile of a striker. For me, I do like a big body bin striker. I do like a guy who can hold up play, be in the box, man on your back to goal, receive the ball, and either turn or distribute. And yeah, better than Richarlison's a really low bar. It is true.
Who else was there, though? Who else was there?
What other the number 9 market is pretty shy. And this is a thing that I brought up. So I had a stream the other day, Paul, where I had Staffy TV and Griggs Talk, 2 United fans who were like, I want Solanke, give me Solanke. He would start over Højlund. They wanted him before they signed that guy Xerxes. Now, I say that, but it really doesn't mean anything in this aspect, because I rate how Staffy and Griggs view footballers' technical abilities and their raw traits. So you take all the other stuff out. Like, these are 2 guys that will look at stats, will look at the tape, and then they draw a conclusion in which most of the time I'm like, I kind of agree with that assessment there. Now, when they first were like Solanke to Spurs, I said the same thing that Daniel Azito's saying. Do I even know that he's better than Richarlison? I'm looking at the numbers. No, I don't think so. 1 good year. You know what I mean? What is he better than Richarlison? Did we make a signing that I know makes us better, that I know affects the 11? Because my whole stipulation a lot of this summer has been, I want us to make signings that improve our starting 11. And as Dominic Solanke does just that. I also think Odebert, as soon as he gets going, he's a better winger than Brennan Johnson. The way he dribbles at men. Bro, he with the ball at his feet, numbers agree with me as well, but successful dribble rates and him, like, Paul, I know you've heard me say a lot of times, I want a winger who's not afraid to go at their man with the ball at his feet, right? That's what I want.
That's what you want.
And
that's what you want.
He was successful at it with Burnley.
He's like your best player, isn't he? You know, he just goes past players. You know, the one that he's the one that everyone should be a bit scared of. Speaking of scared. Look at that.
What? Who's scared? I'm not scared.
Nothing. No.
I'm getting a special delivery.
There she is.
Guest. A little surprise guest. Did you just wake up, Mama Shun? Hi. She's like, oh shit, we streaming, huh? Anyway, for me, Solanke, I think he immediately upgrades the 11. Like,
absolutely.
I was high on, when I watched tape, I was really high on Santiago Jimenez. He had a lot of the qualities that I liked in a striker. Victor Gyökeres, same thing, big body, got all the same attributes that I like in a striker. But you know what they have all not done? Is scored Premier League goals versus Premier League opponents. Solanke has. So that gives me a little bit of hope in that regard. And I've always said I want Premier League proven players. Now, one season in the league doesn't mean that you've proven it, but I've heard people blowing smoke up Ollie Watkins' tree, and he's had one really good season for Villa, and that was last year. So to me, it's always like I feel like it's, and I did this when we were linked with Solanke. I didn't like it initially. I was like, I don't know, he's better than Richarlison. But the more and more I've looked into it, I think he's got to be better than, and the expectations are high. I'm going to ask you this, because for me, when Ange says something about a player, I think it automatically like staples that player to his chest. That's the phrase that I used. And two players I have stapled to Ange Postecoglou's chest are Brennan Johnson and Dominic Solanke. Now, I've pretty much given up on the Brennan Johnson thing. I haven't seen him improve this preseason. I've seen him play just as shit as he did last season. There looked like to be no improvement in the summer or the time off that he had. He wasn't at the Euros. What the fuck was Brennan Johnson doing? I don't think he's gotten better. I don't rate him. I don't think he's good. So that is already a strike against, for me, this is just me talking, how I feel about Ange's like selection of players. I don't really rate Brennan Johnson. I'm thinking maybe Ange got that one wrong. But Solanke, I feel a little bit more open to it. Time will only tell. Do you hold these players to Ange like I do, like with regards, because he came out and said Solanke was my target in strikers. He had everything I wanted. He stapled it to his, same thing with Brennan Johnson. That was my number one target. And I said, okay, you like this guy, you put him on your chest like that. His successes are your successes. His failures are your failures. Do you feel that way as well?
I don't know, really. I think it's because there's so much distance now between managers and players. I mean, and like no one gets them all right either. So I don't know. It's how we play. It's how we play at the end of it. And I still have hope for Brennan Johnson. And I think with a proper target man, because I did what you've been doing. When we signed Solanke, I just went out and watched Solanke. I had it on 10 TVs around my head, just absorbing, okay, what's this guy like? And he's a proper centre forward. And I think you're going to get better games out of whoever's on the wings with a proper centre forward in there. And I think I still hold out hope for Johnson. I think he does the hard bits, but when it comes to the last bit, that's the bit he fluffs up by sending the ball into Rose Ed and just like trundling it across the face of the goal.
I'll never forget watching Spurs play. I'm like, Brennan Johnson crosses it. And I think it hit a camera. It didn't hit anybody. It went way out of bounds. I think it hit a camera, then the stream died. And I was like, that's... But I have maintained that I think if you get a better right winger in front of him, that, Brennan Johnson running around for 17 minutes, 20 minutes might not be the worst thing ever. I just
an
don't
impact
like
sub,
I just think 60, 70 minutes of Brennan Johnson is not a good thing because I see him get bullied. I see him do a good move and then it gets sent to nobody. I see him waste opportunities that we are starting to build up. I see it's either fear or lack of creativity. I don't know what it is with Brennan Johnson. I just, Taka here is a Liverpool fan. You want Brennan Johnson? I'll trade you Luis Diaz for Brennan Johnson. You don't like Luis Diaz? He's a better winger than Brennan Johnson. I'll take any of your wingers for Brennan Johnson right now. Any of your forwards. Because I don't... Like, the only thing he does well is run. And it's the same thing I say about Timo Werner. How is it that we are just equipping guy with like a dude who can run? And that's where I worry. But Solanke signing for me, I think... I've been saying it all week. I've been trying to manifest it. Whether I'm right or wrong, I don't know. But I've been saying Dom Bomb hat trick. Now, I know we're not doing predictions, but back to
my predictions are good.
Save it. That's a good foreshadowing.
A little bit of teasing, eh? Stay tuned, folks. Press the ad button. Press the ad button. They're stuck here.
Yeah, where is it? No, in all seriousness, like Solanke for me, like you said, he is a out and out striker. He is a genuine number 9. And that for me is something that we've needed. Like Richarlison shows flashes of it. Again, purple patch moment where he goes, 11 games, 10 goals, 12 games, 10 goals, something like that. And I'm really happy for it. But it's shown out of the years that Richarlison has been here, physically we cannot rely on him. Whether you rate him or you don't rate him as a player, if he's sitting on the fucking bench in his civilian clothes, that's not an asset for us on the day. Now, if it's Harry Kane sitting in his, you're still an asset, baby. We'll wait for you to come back. But when you're Richarlison level, that's not an asset. Why you can you please be healthy? And it's funny, Solanke comes back, all of a sudden, now I'm hearing and seeing, watching the training video, Richarlison is training with the first team now. He's healthy, he's ready to go.
Oh,
Maybe he just wanted to fuck off on preseason, I don't know.
His injury's all right, is it? See? Bit of competition. No, it's great. It's great.
Hey,
I like the look of him. I like the look of him. And, like, you know, Arsenal need a bloody striker as much as us. And what are they doing at the moment? There you go.
Chilling?
Nothing.
Chilling out? I don't know.
Yeah.
That was my whole thing. It's like, again, with Solanke, if he gives us 33 games where he starts and Richarlison wants to give us his 20, that's fine. Give me 20 appearances off the bench, you know?
Maybe he'll get Maddison to wake the fuck up and start playing again. You know, when he sees a white shirt in an interesting area, it's like, oh, right, I've forgotten I'm a creative player. I can do this now. Maybe he'll come alive.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of come alive, I saw this as well right before I kicked off. Destiny is expected to be ready to start at left back, so that's very good news. And my shirt came in the other day, so there we go. You know, I'm ready to go with Destiny. Destiny hype train. He's going to put the whole world on notice, and I think next summer Real Madrid are going to try and be like, we'll give you 200 million for Destiny and Kuti. And if we don't win a trophy, I'm worried that they will be able to be lured away, because then, you know, you got to really question the seriousness of us. But Paul, without getting too ahead of myself, thinking about trophies, predictions, expectations, I feel like the week leading up to the season kicking off, I feel like it really just everyone predicting and thinking, and like I can operate off of where we're at right now, and I can operate off of where we might be at the end of this window. But do we know? I mean, we got 2 matches that we got to think about before that window closes. So for me, I'm going to look at the very, very near future in my respects. And that is, when is the anniversary of Destiny and Dogi Day? I don't know, but the clip is ready and always ready. But I don't even remember what I was saying, because I saw every time I see I see the name Destiny
predictions and.
Oh yeah, that I don't, you know, want to do big picture stuff really until the window closes, because I feel like I could give you my right now, which I feel like Solanke doesn't close the gap in the league. Maybe between us and Liverpool a little bit, yes, but in regards to like challenging for the league, I don't think we've cleared like lessened the gap, or what is the catchphrase? Close the gap, whatever.
Close the gap, narrowed the gap.
All the gaps, you know, shopping at the Gap. I'm wearing Gap shirt, Gap pants, and there's a gap in my teeth. And the fuck am I talking about? No, I just think that what we've done this summer could help us contend for a Carabao Cup, maybe an FA Cup. And that's my big picture right now. I feel like as far as the table's concerned in the Premier League, the league's not that strong, which will help us maintain kind of where we're at. I don't see anyone necessarily elevating us. Do you see us getting up in the table this year? Do you think that we've closed the gap?
Yeah, but we haven't kicked the ball yet, so I think we could win it. Why not? You know, Man City are in court before the end of the year. They might just get kicked out of the league. Arsenal aren't going to be any good. Liverpool have got a new manager. Tottenham Hotspur. It's us, isn't it? I think we got a chance. We got a chance. Give it till Christmas. We'll see how we're going. But we have got a chance. We're going to be better than last year.
I think we'll be better than last year. I agree with that. I think it's inevitable that we'll be better. Now, there's a quote actually from Ange in this regard that I wanted to look at real quick, because, you know, apparently you're the Ange whisperer, Paul. Ange says, quote, "Usually in my second season, I win things. That's the whole idea. First year is about establishing principles and creating a foundation. Hopefully the second year is going on to win things. Of course, it's easier said than done, particularly in the Premier League and the competitions that we're in. But that's always the way I've looked at it, is that the second year, you should be in a position where you can push on, and depending on how the first year has gone. Last year, we had some really good moments. Yeah. Obviously, we also had some tough moments. I think we learned as much from the tough moments as we did from the good stuff, and hopefully that means we're in a good place. We're definitely a better prepared team than we were last year."
Yeah. Look, I reckon Europa League, if you want a minor thing, Europa League, we've got a chance in that for sure. I'd rather have that than a Carabao Cup anyway. Carabao Cup, whatever.
I think that's ridiculous to disregard the Carabao Cup, the last trophy that we won in 2008, and the last final that we were in whenever we've sacked Jose 5 days before it. I would absolutely cry for that cup, so I don't know why you would just disregard it like that personally.
Well, it doesn't mean much to me. Look, if we won it, I'd love it, of course, but, you know, I want bigger fish. You can have your league.
Why not
cup.
all the fish? Why not all the fish? Why are we picking and choosing the fish?
I'm not picking and choosing fish.
Are we starving? No, I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get this title. Look at those 2 alarm bells in the title. I'm waiting to put some words in between them. I'm waiting. I'm trying to get there. No, but like for me, I just see it. I am a starving man on the street. Am I going to complain if I get a ham and cheese or a turkey and cheese? I'll take the shittiest sandwich you got, my friend, because I'm starving. That's how I see it. I know everyone sees it differently, but I would take a Europa in 16th place personally. That's how much I want that.
That's how much you want it, eh?
I'll take Carabao in top 7. I'll take FA Cup in top 8, top 9. I'll take FA Cup in top 10. Fuck it. What am I talking about, bro? If we won an FA Cup, FA talk Cup to me nicely. 10th.
That's what we did in 81.
She yelled at everybody, by the way. Or she was laughing when I read the Ange quote, therefore saying that she thinks Ange is a jokester. Do you think she said Ange is a jokester, Paul? How did you decipher that message?
I don't know, man. I'm not going to put words in your baby's mouth. Your innocent child that you're using as a prop. You're turning in one of those bloody internet parent things, aren't you? Have you got a second channel about parental tips?
No, but I should. People should pay me for all the tips that I have. But what that is, you know, my wife needed a break, I'm sure, either to like eat or go to the bathroom. And I've been in here talking on the YouTube for hours. So, you know, she needs a break. That's what that was. I don't want to show off my baby. I would prefer to be baby free all stream. But, you know, it's also about helping out around the house as much as I can.
Look, if you can monetize your kid, why not?
If someone will send a super chat for the cute baby, then it was successful, Paul. And then I might have to consider it. So that's, but no one super chatted yet being like, big up the baby. It's just been Benito saying that he loves us. So technically I'm using you for money, views, and likes. So what do you think about that? Is it heated yet? I'm a little sweaty.
Good luck with that.
You know what? I'm putting all caps heated in the title. I'm not playing around anymore. We're getting heated. Right. So Ange says we should win something.
Oh, trophies. Carabao Cup. Yeah, right.
How dare you, Paul? Sit here and disrespect the energy. It used to be the Carling Cup, but we got it as a Carabao Cup now because that's a different energy drink. No, Carling was a beer, right? And then Carabao is a energy drink.
It used to be plain old milk cup. That was it, just milk.
Well, I mean, everyone drinks milk at some point in your life when you're a baby, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? If I'm being honest,
he needs some milk.
I do need some milk. I definitely need me some milk cup. Can your baby play in the 6? Box to box. We talked a little bit about the forwards. Let me ask you, what's your ideal midfield? Well, who's your
now that Skipp's gone, bloody hell, man. I don't know.
He wasn't going to make your starting midfield. What are you talking about now that he's gone? Like it somehow changes.
Skipp, no, he's gone. Højbjerg, he's gone as well. Who am I going to pick?
Oh no. Basuma's suspended for,
for naughtiness. You're Nancy Reagan. So clearly, you're Nancy Reagan. This goes back to our campaign of hate. You're puritanical.
Say no to drugs. Say no to drugs.
You got what you wanted.
He got his spanking. That's all. Like I said, whether he got suspended, fined, or just had to do like community service, I didn't care. I wasn't trying to be judge, jury, and executioner. I was just trying to be discussing the topic of being an athlete whilst also using recreational drugs. But big up Chris Peters. £10 dono says big up the baby. So I have officially used Paul and my baby for profit, gain, and glory. And, you know, that's what Tottenham taught me. That's what Tottenham taught me. Glory's third. First is profit. Second is gain. Third is glory, baby. If my club's taught me anything. Big up Chris Peters, my friend. Longtime supporter of the channel. Big time supporter of the channel. Hope you're doing well. Some people throwing out their midfields. If this helps you remember some of the players we have. We've got Bentancur. I took out the rolling of the R's, Paul, because honestly, question mark on the racismo? Question mark?
Yeah,
and then also
I know, man.
he assaulted his own dude. Friendly fire's never cool. So I'm a little bit on the fence with Benta, but racismo, assaulting your own, drugs. Which one? Well, clearly Ange is saying drugs are worse, right?
It's not even drugs, man.
So laughing gas, a drug that they give a pregnant woman to deal with the pains of labor.
You don't metabolize it.
Bro, it's a man-made thing that makes you feel different. I ain't hearing anything. That's a fucking drug. Alcohol's a drug. Laughing gas is a drug. Helium's a drug. That is absolutely a drug.
It's a good one.
This is caffeine. This is a drug. I take drugs.
You're going all Howard Hughes again there. I don't know. Are you sure that's tea?
Who's Howard Hughes?
Never mind.
What is no? I want to know what that means.
Midfield. Well, okay, so we can't have racismo and we can't have the gambler or the druggie.
Yeah.
So that leaves what? So you got Madison, Bergvall, and Sarr. There you go.
I think it's gonna most likely Bentancur, Sarr, and Madison, or Kulusevski, Bentancur, and Madison, and then you see Brennan Johnson start on the right hand wing. Those are kind of my two, like off the top of my head thoughts. Now I have my preferred lineup, which would include Bergvall. Personally, I've seen enough from Bergvall to feel like I would give him a start. Do you think it's too much to throw Bergvall straight in?
Nah.
It wasn't for Mickey Van de Ven.
Looked like it. Nah, it didn't look like it at all. He looked very comfortable, didn't he? And with Oliver Skipp going, that looks like Mikey Moore's definitely going to be in the first team, doesn't it? He has to be.
Has to be, because we can't loan him legally.
Yep.
That's child labor or something. Civ Jacob says, so when are we going to get
the chimney, governor?
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Can I have some more?
More? We've got a fart noise request here in the chat. If you mind indulging. There you go. Big old squirter. Big up Davo. How you doing? He's said Kuti Kuti Kuti. So legally I'm obligated to play a Kuti clip. And there's a reason I haven't even talked about the defense, because I feel like it's pretty straightforward. I feel like we're all on the same page, right? With Kuti.
I love Sonia.
Oh, you didn't hear my question?
What, we're on the same page? with Cootie?
With defensive. The back, let's say the first 5 names on the team sheet.
Well, Big Vic between the sticks. Romero. Van der Ven. Udogi, Porro. There you go. There's your first 5. Easy.
Oh, here's breaking news.
Oh, Solanke. No, that's right. Oh, we're doing a lineup. Look at this. Look at this. Look at fancy stuff. Woo.
Look at this. We're doing this. We're doing it, man.
Players are not in the database as well.
No, I think they should be there now. I mean, one can only hope. They do technically still have Solanke as a Bournemouth player. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill out the back few, because I feel like it's pretty straightforward. Mickey Van de Ven, Cuti Romero, the GOAT, the best center back in the world, i.e. also the league. There you go. There. See, Mickey Van de Ven. There's so many Van de Vans. Romero goes here. Pedro Porro's obviously going to start as well. So these are pretty straightforward ones that I'm filling out real quick. But I think the midfield is the biggest questions, and the front 3 also kind of goes hand in hand with that, because I think the main question is, where's Kulusevski if he is in your starting 11? I think he is going to start tomorrow in some way, but Bentancur might also as well. But he ain't getting the... I'm not rolling the R's anymore. He lost that privilege.
What about Archie Gray? He seems he could do a job as well as defensive.
Me personally, I would start Lucas Bergvall before I start Archie Gray, because Lucas Bergvall at least played one position all preseason. Archie Gray played 3.
Right.
And so I would more like him to get reps. I don't want him to come off. I want him as a substitute tomorrow. I would like that at some point for him to get some game time, winning or losing, and let's see what he could do versus in the Premier League. You know what I mean? I don't think there's any reason we should coddle these kids, and I really feel like Ange is not going to. With Mikey Moore, with Archie, with Lucas, do you think Ange is going to coddle these kids or protect them? Or because last year that was one of the things people said negatively about Ange was, oh, he goes on Talk Sport talking about these kids doing well in the Euros. He's taking a jab at Tottenham fans because he didn't play the kids last season when we clearly should have played the kids over Emerson or Skipp or Davies or Royale. Or I already said Emerson. But do you think he's going to neglect the kids like he's been accused of?
2 of those players are out the club, so I think it was worth it. Whatever, player selection he's done is work because he's got rid of a load of players out this summer, which is great. So I don't think it's a question of ignoring kids. If my backup right back is Emerson Royale, then I'm going to bloody well play him and show everyone.
So why does Ange hate kids in the context of keeping this heated? Why does Ange hate kids?
He was just doing what he had to do in his first year, and now we'll see his true love of kids blossom. It was in a totally professional way. It was grown up talk last year. Some hard words had to be said to some players, and you don't want kids around that. But now that's all calmed down, and players have buggered off. Come on in, kids. Let's see. Speaking of
players buggered off, I didn't want to speak long. I didn't want to make this a topic. I didn't want to put it in the thumbnail because I really just wanted to say I'm so glad that he's gone, that fucking asshole. Højbjerg, he had his first game with Marseille, and he's like, Mason, in his Instagram story. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
As immediate unfollow. Højbjerg, he plays in Marseille now with Mason Greenwood, and he posted on his Instagram.
Mason.
The guy,
no.
you know, the one where it's like his girl was all bloodied in the face.
Yeah,
and she's like, here's audio of him saying, I'm going to rape you.
Yeah.
And I was asking him, please don't rape me. And then he did anyway. That guy. So he plays for Marseille. Højbjerg put it on his Instagram story and was like, he didn't say that's my dog, but he did the like handshake emoji at Mason Greenwood. Bro, you have 10 other teammates you could have tweeted at. Why are you tweeting at that one? Anyway, he's gone. Good riddance. Big up George. He's not gone. He's here. He's gifted a membership. Queen Ellie Højbjerg got gifted.
Oh, good.
Queen Ellie Højbjerg. Which she's got to change her last name for the aforementioned reasons. It's about time, Ellie. You gotta cut the umbilical there with your Højbjerg because he's dead to me. He is. I used to prop him up. I used to prop him up, but you know what? I like good people more than I like blind loyalty. So how about that? But moving along, because I just wanted to say that real quick. Fuck you, Højbjerg. If you do subscribe to the channel, please kindly unsubscribe because I don't support that. But Paul, we talked about midfield, and there's no one else I've heard be mentioned in everyone's midfield other than Maddison. So are we safe to say Maddison is going to start versus old team?
I think so, yes.
Very well. Is he going to do shit or is he going to be dookie?
I think he's going to be good because he's got Solanke to keep his interest now.
He's got a place to aim. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's either got someone to aim at or some space to aim at where Solanke just glides into and pinches it and 1-0 to the Tottenham.
Oh.
So I think it's going to be different. We haven't had a centre forward for a year, have we? Really? Not a proper one. Like you say, we just had flashes here and there. We made do. Now we got a proper one, so it's going to be much better up front. 30
Do you think he's going to keep dropping?
I'll give you a little prediction.
Okay, here we go.
So we're going to score over 100 goals this year. How about that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
And now, so 51 minutes, 57 seconds right now on the clock. Your prediction is, excuse me, Mr. Paul?
Over 100 goals for Tottenham.
Over 100 goals.
That's right.
I mean, talk to me nice. That sounds like a lot of fun. How many are we going to concede?
Up to 70. So,
oh, that's going to piss everybody. We conceded 61 last year.
Yeah. So whether we'll score enough to win anything, I don't know, but we're going to score a lot.
100 plus goals. Hey, that's still like a plus 30 goal differential, which let me look at the league.
How many chances did we miss last year, man? You know, it was
Richarlison, Brennan Johnson, Timo Werner.
The fact that we got those chances was great, but we missed a lot. So, yeah, over 100 goals. That's it, man. Harmless potato.
You heard it here. StreamYard has this new AI clipping thing. And it'll like auto clip, and it'll make you shorts and it'll publish them and shit. And I've been doing that to see what it comes up with, how good it is.
Oh, that's why you've been double milking. I've seen what you've been doing.
Posting the shorts?
Yeah, no, posting. You know, you do your live stream and you think, I can get another couple hundred views out of just clipping this bit in, putting it. It's all right, man. I'd do the same.
No. You want to know what it was, actually?
Recycling old shit for more.
Full transparency. Sorry, Paul, I don't get time alone in my car to record a fucking video. I'm with kids all day. So when I am alone, I do try to use the amount of time that I've got. So let me say this, Paul. What it was I was on a huge rant about Basuma using drugs and how it's bad, okay? Wait. Drugs are, I can't even do my Mr. Mackey. Drugs are, you know what I'm talking about from South? Okay. Now listen up, kids. You better not be doing them drugs. It's really shitty today. Because I'm slightly heated. But no, my point was, what was my point? What were we talking about, Paul? Refresh my memory.
What we're talking about? Shit.
Oh, recycled content. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
I was ranting about Basuma, and Staffy texted me after the show. He was like, bro, I was driving and I was listening to your whole show. You should clip that first 20 minutes where you're just ranting about Basuma. Clip that and post it as like Basuma rant and people will like it. And I was like, I'll give it a shot. 50 plus comments, 1.5 thousand views. Bro, uploads don't make much money. I don't know where you said doing this. Made like 47 cents in ad revenue. I can't even buy a can of Coke with that. 47 cents? What the fuck is 47 cents going to do? They've even raised the prices on the damn water mill. I have a big 5-gallon jug, Paul, that I go fill up. It used to be $1 for 5 gallons to go fill up. Man. Now it's $1.75. 49 cents of ad rev don't get me. When I get 1 gallon.
When I get a few views on a stream, which ain't often, and I think, how much have I got out of this? And I look at it, it's like $1.28. It's like, here we go.
Hey, over $1 in ad rev is nice. I'm not gonna lie, but I average around like 15 cents to 60 cents, like on live stream ad rev. Upload. So like the upload, it wasn't me trying to milk the money. It was really trying to just grow the channel, get them some more subs. We're trying to reach 5K. So if you're not subscribed, go and fucking subscribe.
Rub it in, mate.
I'm trying to. It's no rubbing in. It's just Staffy. I used to have more subs than Staffy. I had a baby, and then Staffy passed me, and now I'm trying to catch up. And it's like the shorts thing. I was like, there's people on YouTube who only look at shorts on YouTube. So I said, fuck it. AI is going to clip up these clips.
Those morons looking at your channel? Those morons that just do that all day? Looking at shorts?
I will say this, again, like a man who is hungry, I'm not going to complain about if they give me a fucking nickel, a dime, a quarter, a sandwich, a granola bar. Give me whatever. You want to view a short? And they mostly get dislikes. I'm not going to lie. The average of like to dislike is not good on the shorts because it's not all like TikTok, captions and cuts. It's literally just segments from the show that are clipped by AI. And it's just the easy way to get like an extra 1,000 views on the channel.
Are you going to start doing like, are you going to start doing
I think like 3-4 different people subscribed from the shorts. That's 4 or 5 subscribers that I did not have otherwise.
You're going to start doing some e-boy, posing and stuff, all that stuff they do with the backing track going.
No, you're talking about the NPC where they're like, people will send in a gift and it'll be like, it prompts them to be like, here we go. Here we go. It's like it's like super chats, but people gift like a hot dog, and a hot dog is like yum yum yum. And so every time you get gifted a hot dog, you got to go yum yum yum. It's like a thing on. It's a weird turn of what a time to be alive. Like there's a dude who dresses like Spider-Man, and he just stands there and he's just like this, and then people send a gift, and then he does an action. And I've wondered about pivoting my content there. If I could just get in this room 2 hours and just wait for people to gift until do nothing.
Just do nothing until people give you money.
Until the money run in. Yeah.
Put a hat on your head.
That money.
Okay.
Like there was a girl, she was making the one who went kind of viral for it. I can't remember what her name was, something Barbie or something, but she was going viral for it, and she was literally doing like I think it was 6 figures a month from just being an NPC for 3 hours a day. It's kind of crazy. Which big up Chris Peters. There's a link for Paul the Hotspur Hippie. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Hotspur Hippie. Come on now, get him up, get them likes up. His link for those of you on playback is in the description here. As I get this distracted talking about NPC culture, but no, I haven't sold out that much yet. But you know, I've just clipped a couple rants. Like when I go on a rant, I think I'm gonna clip that, and then I'll put it as an upload. Because sometimes those can be good, but otherwise, like I tried to do it with my other stream. I'm not gonna lie, Paul. I was like, let me see if there's a decent rant somewhere in there, and I was all over the place. So no, there wasn't. I couldn't get like more than 6 minutes of a rant without. But the Basuma, the Ange rant, those are 2 videos where I had a good amount of time ranting about one. I get too distracted, and so that's why I can't just do it all the time, because it's like I would have to piece up 3 different rants from yesterday's stream in order to get one good rant. So it just seems I'm not gonna do that yet anyway. But big up Arson Lubin. Look, Paul, we're still building here. This 11.
Right, yeah.
And I think Sonny is a guarantee. So let's go ahead. Yes. I just want to keep knocking out the, like in a test when you take the SATs, knock out the ones you know first. Youngman son, Youngman dad, Youngman hung. He will be our Capitano tomorrow. So we're getting closer to completing this lineup. Now, Lcfc, again, he's starting. I don't know whether it be here next to Madison so Madison can drop deep, or it's here. I have a sneaky suspicion it's going to be Brennan Johnson, Lcfc, and Sarr. That's what I think it's going to be. These last 3 spots. What are you saying?
I'd go Kulu on the wing, because I think that's just where he's going to be playing. And I'd go Bergvall. Bergvall has to start, doesn't he? Surely. Would you say that? Would you say Bergvall's starting or not?
I don't think that he will. I just don't think that Angel will. But I would. How I'm doing it, I would pick him. I've seen enough to garner. Fuck it, bro. We started Emerson week 1 last year.
So what are we doing? Are we picking the team that we think Ange is going to pick, or are we going to pick the Jake and fucking Walraven is going to pick? Are you going to be a man and put who you think should be on the pitch?
Well, that would be more manly.
Second guess.
I was trying to predict Ange's lineup.
Right, okay.
I honestly really hadn't solidified the direction in which, like, I was just kind of like, oh, well, I know this is in mine and this is in his. I'll decide what this is going to be later. I
think you'll go Kulu on the right wing.
I think we could do all instances. I mean, that's what the beautiful part of a live stream is, to discuss these things. So I would start for these last 3. I would put Bergvall. I'd put Kulu. Bergvall and Kulu in the midfield. And outright, I heard something about a work permit. Now, I'm going to try and see if I can find it out, but I don't know. But he played last Monday in the championship for Burnley, our new signing, our French winger. Really? Our own Kylian Mbappe, if you will.
Right. I didn't know that.
He played in the number 10 for Burnley last Monday. And then we signed him a couple days ago. I don't know if he can start. I don't think that he can. But if he can, I'm playing Odebert.
Really?
I'm putting him out there first game, bro.
Yeah.
Throw him in there, bro. What are we waiting for? Again, another player. Like, Lucas hasn't been thrown into the Premier League yet. I think that's a little bit more of like I'm not so sure about. This motherfucker played for the shittiest team first or second shittiest team. They were first or second for being the worst. I think it was 14 weeks they went without fucking a win. and they took like 8 games to score a goal. And
He
this
sounds
is
like the sort of player we'd want to start then.
well, here's the counterpoint, Paul. Is he actually got GA in that side that literally scored less than Sean Dyche, scored less. They scored like 6 goals more than Sheffield United.
GA.
And everyone else in the league scored more than them. No, wait, they scored 1 more goal than Sean Dyche's Everton. That's what it was. So to me, is a shitty team. Vincent Kompany was a fraud last year in the Premier League. Couldn't get it done. But this was a guy who still had moderate success. He made Premier League team of the week twice. Now tell me, you're playing for a dog shit team, you're getting some GA, and you make Premier League team of the week twice.
Stick him in. Stick him in.
What do you got to lose? I'll tell you right now.
I was going to put Mikey Moore in, but
The worst case scenario is he gives us what I think Brennan Johnson would give us.
Yep.
That's worst case scenario. And even before I would pick Brennan Johnson in my starting lineup, I would also, like you said, Mikey Moore. I think with Mikey Moore, that's going to be a little bit more of a easing him into the water kind of a thing. Whereas I think like with Van de Veen, it was just fuck it, bro, throw him in. I think Odebert, bro, he didn't play in the Premier League last year. It's the same thing with Solanke. Bro's he played in the Premier League. He know what it's like to be in this neck of the woods. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So for me, that's where my hesitation, I guess, a little bit is with Bergvall. I would start Bergvall just because fuck it, bro. I think he's good. I think he's fantastic. But I think Ange will be a little bit more conservative, go with a little bit more of a sure thing and not overwhelm the kid, and probably go with Sar and Kulu and Brennan Johnson on the right. That's what I think Ange is going to do. I would go Lucas, Kulu, and Odebert. That's just me. Are you scared to start Odebert? Or are you?
No, I'm with you. You've taught me round. Start him. Bugger it. Yeah. Let's get him in.
Get in.
It's exciting.
I like it too. Y'all in the chat, let me know. People in the comments down below, if you on replay or whatever, let me know who would you use to fill these last 3, because I feel like outside of this, now I would for me, Madison has not been great, but he's going to start. I know it for a fact. I've already accepted it into my life because it's his old club, and I think it's still his job to lose. He was named vice captain for a reason. You don't name a dude vice captain 12 months later, he doesn't start when he's healthy week 1, especially when he just got embarrassed by a goof troop of a manager in Gareth Southgate. So I think this is really where the only controversy lies, or not controversy, but differing opinions.
Hey, it's good that we got good problems here, though, haven't we? Because it's hard to pick. It hasn't been like this for a while, where you just know who your first 11 is all the time. The first 5. Yeah. The
first 5 names on the sheet, like when you go down the list, I'm really thinking it was what Hugo, Trippier, Alderweireld, Vertonghen, and Rose. That was the last time I was like, those are the first 5 on the sheet. And since then, it was like, there's a Serge Aurier there. There's a Doherty. There's a Dyer. There's a Longley. Sounds like a goddamn Christmas carol.
Tanganga, Sanchez.
Oh, yeah. Throw a Tanganga in there. Throw a Sanchez. Why not? And a partridge in a pear tree. What a beautiful little Christmas
Ben Davies.
Speaking of, there's 150 people here in the chat right now. So if we're not on 100 likes, you're actually you're worse than Oliver Skipp ever was on a pitch. I'll be honest. If you haven't hit a like, I'm gonna go check the poll. 126 votes. Predictions for Tottenham versus Leicester. 63% says Tottenham will win. Dom Bomb plus Mads equals too much. 22% says first step on the road to glory. 9% says Leicester City win incoming. And 6% says 2 mid-teams will draw. So there we go. I try to give representation for whatever you think may happen. I try to.
You can get 10 to 15% of people to agree on anything stupid, though, can't you? Doesn't matter what you say. It's always going to be 10 to 15% will say the stupid thing. Tottenham losing against Leicester. God, do me a favour. Not a chance.
So, Paul, the $1 million question, which you will not be paid $1 million for upon answering.
Oh.
Who are you filling with the... Oh. Who are you? I thought that was a new fart, but then I realized it was a buzzer. I was like, you got 2 fart noises?
No, just...
Who are you putting aside from Ange? Whatever. Who are you starting at right wing and the last two spots in the midfield?
Okay, so if it's me, no, I'm going with what I want. I'm going Mikey Moore on the right wing, and in the midfield, I'm going to go for Benson Coor and Archie Gray. Just to see
Archie Gray over Bergvall.
Just to see. Because I think
Now,
Bergvall's a bit more of a Madison-y type player. So
that's what I was going to ask you. I was like, who do you see him competing for that same position? And early on in the preseason, I thought it was Madison, but I figured I seen him kind of operate all the three positions in which Ange is asking. Like Ange has always said, I don't want a 6, I don't want an 8, and I don't want a 10. I want three midfielders who could do all three. And I feel like Bergvall does that well. Archie Gray, I think 2 of the aforementioned numbered positions, I would say he could probably do decently. I don't know about him as a 10. Never seen it, but I do know he could also play back. Like my questions around Archie Gray is not necessarily if like he can handle it. It's more of like, what has he been what position has he been training the whole time on? Because we've seen him play again 3 different positions. Is he a utility man? Do we see him as our backup fullback at left or right? Do we see him as the midfield option? But Paul, you see Archie Gray as what, like the kind of that box to box 8 like he likes, and
a defensive midfielder, I think.
Okay, so because everyone has been saying they want that 6, we need a big 6. How could we go into the season without a 6?
People.
Well, what do you say to the people saying where's our 6?
I think. Well, I think we either Basuma or Gray could kind of do that, but I like midfielders being midfielders as well, not just, these predefined roles, these cookie cutter roles. But that's where I see Gray is more, just in front of the defenders, that kind of fulcrum role, because he likes going forward. So
he
that's
does.
where I was thinking.
So Archie Gray was getting a lot of shit for his performance in the second Bayern match, our last preseason match. He was getting a lot of shit and a lot of stick because early on when he came onto the pitch, he had made some mistakes. I think he gave the ball away, and then I think there was 2 bad passes after that. And sure, I think that's going to happen when you're a kid and you're thrown in, with some big boys. And that's what I wanted to see. Well, how did they respond? First, for me, Lucas Bergvall, doesn't matter the opponent. He looked as cool as a cucumber. Doesn't matter who the fuck, where the fuck, and I really like that about Lucas. That's why I'm like, I think he has the best chance out of all of these kids to start tomorrow, because I think he just looks the most calm, the most composed. He looks like it's not that big a deal. You know what I mean? Archie Gray showed moments where it wasn't and moments where it was. It seemed like a big deal to him. And there's a few, I think twice I remember very vividly, where Archie Gray, he was getting pressed. He received the pass and he was getting pressed and he dribbles out from it with that guy on him and beat a second man as well. Twice I remember it happened. Now, maybe it's once and I'm tripping, but I feel like I remember twice where Archie Gray beautifully orchestrated a turn on the ball, being pressed, and then another man on, which is what I saw Lucas Bergvall handle very calmly. Now, again, it was moments for me where Archie shows his true quality, composure, and calmness. And then there's other moments where he shows his lack of experience. And I think that that's a normal, okay thing. Paul, in regards to Lucas versus Archie, do you see them as kind of the same role player, or do you see Bergvall specifically only as a Madison backup?
Yeah, I think Bergvall's more creative, more the final ball sort of person, or he's more advanced up the pitch than Gray. That's the way it seems to me. Both good players, and I agree with you. I think Bergvall did look very comfortable, but I think Madison's got his shirt at the moment, maybe. For 45 minutes anyway. We'll see how we go. If he doesn't give Solanke a couple of goals in the first half against Leicester, oik him off.
Stinker and hooked, baby. I need a clip of like something for stinker and hooked. Yeah, bro had a stinker, hook him. And that's a good question I want to ask you. Ruthlessness in the substitutions. Will we see more of that? Because there were times last year where Ange was slightly ruthless. There was a match I remember last year. I don't remember who it was, but out of our midfield, all of them were pissing me off. And Basuma was the one that pissed me off the most, and I thought was the worst out of all of them. But then if we come back from halftime, and he subbed all of them except for Basuma, and I was like, huh. So he clearly got pissed off too. And so there has been moments of ruthlessness from Ange. Do you think we'll see more of that in year 2, where it's like, all right, you're really not cutting the mustard. Get the fuck out, Stinker and Hook, get him out at half.
Well, he's got more options, hasn't he? So
he does.
I think so.
Oh,
it's not like
Thiago Santiago.
I do want to punish this player, but I'm going to have to bring on Skipp, or I'm going to have to bring on OLLIE. Well, he's bringing on decent players now.
Yeah. Well, Just a Harmless Potato says he's not going to start Bergvall and Matters. We haven't seen that in the preseason. That is a good point. We haven't seen them play together in the preseason. So I think it is a natural assumption that you would think that. But big up Chang, my man Chang.
Hey.
We're having a sponsorship tonight on the channel. Says, question for Mr. Paul. 100 goals in the EPL alone, or is it all competitions?
Well, thank you, Chang, for taking me far more seriously than I deserve. 100 just in the Premier League, man. That's everything else is a bonus. I was thinking of the table. Goals for 100 plus.
Do they even have enough room for a triple digit?
I don't know that it might be a Y2K thing. It might crash all the betting computers around the world. Brilliant.
Microsoft gets hacked again because we put 100 goals in
Dunk.
That'd be great. Big up Mel, big up Jeff, man. Big up everybody in the chat. Keep hitting that like and subscribe. Big up James Joris, my G. I think I saw a comment. You said you're sitting in a bar on Broadway in Nashville checking in. Big up Jacob Hotspur. Hit me in the chat. Come on, you Spurs. Big up James Joris, Illinois' brethren. Or is it Indiana? I forget sometimes. All right. We've heard what we want, what you want, what I want. Now, what do you think Ange is going to do? Me? I'm saying right wing Brendan Johnson. What do you think?
Kulu.
Okay, chat. Kulu or Brennan? Because Paul and I are at wits end here. We're at each other's throat.
We're at an impasse. We can't decide.
We're like two rabid dogs fighting over a chicken bone. That's how heated this is. So the chat's going to have to break the tie there. Let's see about the midfield then. Sar? Sar starts?
I think Sar gets in. Yeah.
I think Sar does too. All right, so we're going to put Sar in there because we agreed on that. Papa Sar starts. All right. We're cooking here. George says Brennan. He might be the tiebreaker. So no, Archibald says Johnson. That's 1 for 1.
Come on, folks. Where's Kulu?
Come on, folks.
There's one. There's a Kulu.
Brennan. It's 2 to 1. 2 to 1. 2 to 1. Brennan Johnson on the right, Kulu, Benten.
Arsene Lubin just puts another fly in it. Now it's too much, isn't it? It's like,
yeah.
Kulu, so there we go.
Everyone's saying Kulu,
Johnson. It's split.
Kulu,
it's
easy.
Split. This could be the internet debate of all time.
This is going to shut the internet down. Which winger does Jacob dislike the most that's going to start? Because I don't like Kulu on the wing.
Neither do I.
I like him more in the midfield. Hang out there.
I don't like him there either.
He was doing some really good 1-2s. He was the best player in the preseason.
He's got a long way to come back for me for 2 years of dross.
Or was it 18 months of dross and 6 months
of decent? 2 years. It's 2 months. 2 years.
6 months of decent, 18 months of dross.
It's like flashes of all right. And the rest of it, he's cutting inside again.
Though I will say this about Kulu. He retains the ball well. Yeah, he retains the ball well in the middle of the park until you rely on him to do that. Then he gets bullied in the middle of the park.
On the Premier League goals this weekend so far, I did see more than one. Salah was one where a winger, he cut inside and shot for goal, which is what I think Kulu always tries to do, but isn't as good at it. But there is scope maybe in this year's Premier League for wingers to cut inside and score. That's the weakness I'm seeing in other teams so far.
Let me see. I might have to actually do a count. Or
what about Timo Werner? He can play on the right, can't he?
I was gonna do that dramatic, like I've removed him. How dare you? But you know what? I was gonna remove you, and then I looked down. I was like, damn, what time is it? Oh shit, it's Timo time. Shit, it might be Timo time tomorrow.
It's Timo time.
You know, one of the things I was being a wah about a lot of this summer was I can't go into a season with Timo and Brennan Johnson being two names in my front line. I don't know that I could mentally handle it.
Well, then,
so I'm going to say fuck no to the Timo suggestion.
Right. Okay. So it's going to be Johnson or Kulusevski. So with that, so what's his name? Wilson's definitely out of it. Then is that what we're?
Should I do a poll? Sorry, Odegaard.
Yeah,
I'm playing Odegaard personally. I'm starting Odegaard tomorrow if he can play.
Well, stick him in then. Bugger Ange. What does he know? He's naive. He's going to get found out.
Oh yeah. Hey, he's naive. He's what else? God, I forget. I have not been able to listen to as much of the lately when I say crying about Ange or crying or wah, the people who do it are like, did I actually cry or did I simply suggest yada yada yada? And I'm like, okay, like I get it. You didn't actually shed tears, but you know, I still feel as though it's like, I gotta play a song. I need some background sound here. When I say that you're crying, I don't mean that you're like literally sitting there crying. Just a little bit of a wah. You know? A little light jazz wah.
Hey.
And it's okay to wah. I wah all the time. Ask my wife. She probably wanted to divorce me with how much I wah. And I will say this. That's a beautiful song there. Big up to Paul for creating that masterpiece. That's just fantastic. I might have to do a poll for the right winger because I don't know that we agree on anyone, and the chat doesn't either. But like, I thought I heard somewhere, bro. They have two Wilson Odebears. There's two of them. So many to choose from. That's what I'm doing, bro. And I'm putting
stick him in.
I'm actually putting Lucas and Kulu. I love Sar, but for me, too many times we end up in the final third and he's like the only one who's willing to have a crack at it. As much as I love the tenacity to go for it, it's like since Manchester United, I think he feels like he can score cock rockets every day. And I'm glad that he has that confidence, but I'd just rather somebody else having that shot because Sar's shooting isn't one of his best attributes. Paul, am I going to do a poll or what?
I don't know, man. I think we've decided, haven't we? We don't need to listen to the plebs out there, do we?
Chris says he's not match fit. That's not what Dan Kilpatrick said. All right. Dan Kilpatrick said he's good to go. See? There it is. There's the evidence. See, Richard, it's okay to cry, baby. Grown men cry.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Jordan says, poll the right wing position, Kulu, Brennan, Moore, or Odegaard. Now, I usually like to leave the poll going the entirety of the show because I like to see how many frauds voted but didn't like the video. So then I know just about the ratio of haters that I have. But in the sanctity of, Jordan says put a poll in. And I think that's the way we got to handle this. But as of right now, most of the people said Tottenham, baby. We're going to win it all tomorrow. So I'm going to make a new poll here. And Paul, do you have any fun sounds to play while I type this? Who plays right wing for us? Tulu. There you go. Yeah.
There's a few for you.
Still typing.
There, I made it a little snazzy because I don't like to make it just so straightforward. Like a lot of content creators, shout out Staffy for his lazy poll questions. Did you like the video? Yes, or I'm about to. I hate polls that say,
don't
did
do
you like
that
the
to
video?
me.
Yes, or I'm about to.
I just want to engage in the chat. You know, I just want to look at the chat. Don't want this
Why
big
not?
black box.
Yeah, you know. So the poll's live. The question, who plays right winger for us? Right now, Kulu's winning the race. It is tied now. Kulu and Brennan tied. Eminem, a.k.a. Mikey, the bad boy Moore, 19%. 5% for Goat DeBert, a.k.a. Odebert. If his name was, I wish his name was actually Odebert because I like Bert. I really like the name Bert.
It's honest.
And, you know, if he scores a goal, I could say it's time for the, you know, Oda Squirt. But instead it's Oda Bear. So now I got to go
Oda
hair,
Bear.
care. Welcome to my lair.
Oda
Don't
share.
you dare.
Oda like and share.
Like and share for Oda Bear. 29 votes. Brennan is now winning with 34%.
What's that? Is that your phone? Is that Kamala Harris's office ringing you up for some campaign tips after that?
Was that? That's right. All original, baby. President of the United States. Hello? You called me, sir. I think it's damn telemarketers. 35% for Kulu now. It's neck and neck right now. I'm just going to let that go. And I might have to do another poll for this last position here. Odebert. Big up Sean from Barbados. Poro likes bangers. Yes, he does. Like the stream. Come on now. The chat take offense to being called plebes. Who? Oh, did you call them plebes, Paul?
Yeah.
You know how you got the chat moving right now?
No one. Skamaka, you fucking idiot. The guy played the perfect match, you fucking lazy bastard.
Fired it up, eh? Class warfare is breaking out.
Oh, did you hear Fabrizio? He announced a new signing for Tottenham.
Here we go, the new Magnum sandwich to noon minutes. The deal is finally done. The new
You
Such
probably
a
didn't see that on
sellout.
Twitter. It was like some Dubai chocolate ice cream sandwich that finally made it to Dubai. And he's like, here we go, noon sandwich or Magnum sandwich to noon FC. And you know, I like that. I like the clip a lot. So I figured at any point it could just be a here we go.
Here we go, the new
The new Magnum sandwich.
Anything
You
for
gonna
a
get you
quid. Anything for
Yeah.
a quid.
Yeah. Please remind everyone that it's a poll on who we think Ange will start, not who we want. That's a good reminder because I forgot that myself.
Okay. It's too late now, isn't it? People.
It is too late. You can't like retract your vote. It's too late. They already voted. That's a good point.
Oh, I didn't know the
Here
rules.
we go.
I put in who I wanted instead of my Ange.
Odebert oozing. Come on now. Odebert gonna be oozing, baby. The next thing we will be doing
Tight
is the
match.
predictions, but we've got to build our 11 first. Tight match. It's not the first time I heard that in my life, baby. Talk to me nicely. Big up, not me, says, I truly thought the game was on Monday morning and I woke up to no game today. That's a shitty feeling. I'm not going to lie. If you thought you were getting some Tottenham today and it's not till
Tomorrow.
it ruined my whole day and that's unfortunate. But you know what? This show's been fantastic. So you know what? It's all good. If it is Ange's who's going to play it, then it'll 110,000% be Brennan, which right now 31% shared. Kulu and Brennan. Bro, the poll is split evenly. That's what I'm saying. This Kulu, Brennan, we're never beating it. I just don't understand. Makes you think who else has paid him to say stuff. We already exposed him on this channel,
there's the
Archibald,
question.
that he
There's
was
the-
sending invoices to Norwegian clubs
Yep.
saying, hey, send me 6,000 a value of your currency and we'll tweet about your young player as they're the GOAT. So it's been known that he will say whatever for $1. What's up, Jacob? Big up, Eugene. Come on now. Still 31%. 22% with Goat DeBert, though. AKA Odebert.
I think it's going to be, well, who's he usually want to play there? Who's like got dibs on the place? It's probably Johnson at the moment, isn't it?
Typically, yeah.
So it'll be Johnson then. It's up to him to lose the place. So he'll give him a chance. You're putting Kulu and Sarr in there, are you?
I'm putting. Well, Kulu's gonna start somewhere, whether I
Right.
move him here or not. And I'm just gonna put Brennan Johnson here because I don't even know if he's legally allowed to work for us yet. Odebert. I mean, I would hope so. Motherfucker did a medical, but let me, for the sanctity of this shit. Oh, no Brennan, huh? No Brennan. Do I gotta do Johnson? Oh, there he is. All right. So is this what the lineup we're thinking tomorrow versus Leicester City?
It's a lineup, isn't it?
It is one of them that you could choose from, sure. Not the one that I would choose, I'll be honest.
No.
I don't
I
like
don't like the Sarkulu thing.
No, I don't think that's going to
well.
work either. I don't think that would work. I think you'd have to do Kulu with Bentancur.
I think you'd have to do Sarr with Bentancur. You just love Kulu, don't you? There's no
I
shift in
don't,
it.
but he was cooking. He was this preseason.
Was he, though?
He was doing the 1-2s. He had some great 1-2s, baby.
Okay, all
on
right,
the ones
okay.
and twos. And he's got physicality. It's just if he's at the right, I just hate him as a right winger mostly because he's just one trick, the same shit every time. In the midfield, he looks like he's willing to run around into different areas and do different shit on and off the ball. And sometimes if that's what we're hoping for, I guess that's what we'll take. So it is what it is. I don't. For me, again, I'm putting Odebert, Bergvall, and I guess Sarr. I don't know, man. I feel like this is a weird problem because they're all relatively the same. And it's like, which one's going to give us something different? I don't really know. Jacob, Odebert is available. I'm starting Odebert. Squirt.
Start him then. Chuck him in. Bugger it.
Fuck
More
Brennan
exciting.
Johnson. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, all right. There he goes. Odebert. All right. So now, Paul, the $1 million question. With this lineup, what do you got going down tomorrow, my friend?
Oh, well, I think it's going to be a goal festival.
Ooh.
And I think it's going to be in our favour. And I don't know why. I mean, this might seem like a silly prediction, but I think it's going to be 11-4 to Tottenham. That's what it's going to be.
That will kick off your prediction to a fantastic start.
To 100.
At that point, the
Do that in
expected
10
goals
games.
would be well over 100. We're averaging 10 goals a game. So.
I think we're going to absolutely kick their ass. We're
think
going
we're
to
just
humiliate them.
Have you ever seen The Fox and the Hound, Paul?
Is that a Disney cartoon?
It is, Paul.
No. Well, I probably have when I was 2 or something like that. Here we go. What's the moral of it? Does the hound eat the fox at the end like it should?
In the opening, in the opening of the movie, there's a mama fox running from what sounds to be bloodhounds chasing her, gunshots in the distance, and she's running. It's a cartoon, yes. So she's running and she has a baby in her mouth. And then she plops the baby down in the tall grass and she says, "Stay here." And then she runs off over the hill and you hear and then the owl flies down and is like, "I'm Big Mama. I'll be your mama." And then,
God.
yeah. So basically what I'm hoping happens tomorrow is we are the bloodhound and the hunter. We went and shot mama.
We're the aristocracy, are we? We're the tally ho.
I mean, isn't that like a royal sport in England?
Yeah, it's banned now though.
We're taking them all out fox hunting, eh?
Yeah.
You giving
They
fox
even
hunting, love?
They brought foxes over here to hunt in Australia. That went down well. And we just got foxes.
Speaking of foxes, Foxy's here. Why is Kulu playing midfield with Sarr? Has he been playing that position preseason? He has been playing in the midfield preseason. He's also been playing as a number 9 in the preseason. I don't see him starting over Solanke at the 9. Is there any world you see him starting over Solanke?
No
Exactly,
chance.
me too.
Solanke's
Same.
got to be in, hasn't he? Has to be.
If it's Richie or Kulu, would you be upset with Ange?
No, because he's got to get, it's part of whoever's got the position, they've got a chance to keep it, I guess, I've seen Ange do that. I've seen Ange go both ways, actually. But I've seen him,
Breaking news, Ange is by?
What?
You
What?
said you've seen Ange go both ways.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I'm really, really, really sorry. I didn't realise that it was... I'm sorry.
Why are you laughing? It's not a funny situation. You're
It's
supposed to
not
be
even anything.
apologising.
I'm not.
Why are you laughing? It's
'Cause
not
it's-
a funny situation.
Something's funny's happening there, though, isn't it? What's that clip from? Do you know?
I have no idea. Looks like court TV, some kind of court. And they were like very upset about something. She's like, I'm really sorry. And then she starts laughing because she's not. And they're like, why are you laughing? It's not funny. But, there we are. What were we talking about? Oh, score predictions. No, you were saying something else.
I've forgotten, man.
I forgot.
11-4, that was my prediction. But no, Solanke definitely starts. That's what we were saying, wasn't it? But Ange can go both ways because he can, whatever.
Hey, big up Ange, bro. Open-minded, on and off the pitch is my thing here. Who's scoring all those goals?
Oh, well, it's a Solanke hat trick, a Son hat trick.
Double hatties. Has that ever been done?
Probably.
Google it.
I reckon 2 for Maddison, 1 for Vicario, why not? An own goal by Harry Winks and an own goal by OLLIE Skipp.
Okay, so yeah, I just look an own goal by OLLIE Skipp.
Yeah.
He's touching the pitch for Tottenham?
No, for Leicester.
Oh.
Won't he be
There's
playing
no
for
way
him?
he starts for Leicester. He's not even officially gone.
Oh, he could be gone, couldn't he?
I mean,
Oh,
let's
it's
look
not
at Tottenham's
official. Oh, what? So this might be all not happening still. Is that what I thought? Because I woke up and I just saw all this OLLIE Skipp to Leicester stuff. It's not official. Is that right then?
Look, this is they would have tweeted it and said, big up Oliver Skipp for all the memories. We love you.
Yeah,
This is
there's
what they
nothing.
got. It all starts tomorrow. Let
Yeah.
me see if they have any Skipp in it. While we're here. That's not Skipp. That's Ange. Not one shot of Skipp. Vicario.
Spurs fans always wanted their teams to play attacking football. It's exciting.
Not one Oliver Skipp.
Yeah, good.
Any training photo of Skipp? Mickey. They made sure you get that bet MGM in there one way or another, huh? Fucking jeez.
They've erased Skipp.
I don't see any Skipp.
Nothing.
Mikey Moore.
Hey,
Happy birthday, Ricky
Villa.
Villa. Ricky Villa.
Kulu. Yeah.
Preparations. Any Skipp? No.
No Skipp.
No Skipp. Bergval. No Skipp. There's Son. Bet MGM. No Skipp. Wilson Odebear. No Skipp. So it is not official. It is
They're sending a signal.
It's I mean, everyone on Twitter is already saying goodbye to him. Let me see. I had a bunch of bookmarks on it from Fabrizio and such. Hang on, let me get there. Let me get there. Oh, I saw this. Levy and Lange after selling Skipp for 20 mil.
Times when you've been out all week, busy, working hard, securing the coin. Only certain man know what I'm talking about when it comes to securing the coin. You just feel like you've earned it.
Only certain men know what it means to work for that coin. Big up for that. I have some Jed Spence quotes, but this. So Fabrizio said Leicester City to pay 20 plus 5 add-ons for Oliver Skipp. Tottenham authorized medical tests with contract to be signed in formal steps expected in the next 24 hours.
Right. Good. He's gone.
Maybe.
Photoshop. I wish they wouldn't do that, you know.
Why? I mean, I just stole it and used it for my thumbnail, so I like it because thank you for making that photo for me. It's like when they were doing like, this is my NFT, it's mine, I own it. And I go, screenshot. Thank you.
Screenshot. That's what I didn't get
just
about that
screenshot
whole...
it. Now I have it too.
What, you're selling JPEGs? Huh? I don't understand.
You're selling something I could screen. You don't understand. It's the metadata or the crypto. I never understood it. I was like, all right, I'll just screenshot that little cartoon picture and make it my profile photo.
Yeah.
Like, this is worth $20,000. Who's going to send me the money? But yeah. Did Ange pat him on the back? Fake news. I think he did pat him on the back. Regulon is there. Oh my God, that's true. Skipp having medical tomorrow, says Juco Main. Skippy is going nowhere, says just Harvest Potatoes will not let Skipp go. Hui. He did say 11 goals. Almost had me Ange out there, Jacob. Why? For what? What did I do? Let's see the score predictions from the folks. Let's get back to what I was actually doing. It's not official. Skipp's not official. That's the official. So you're saying 11-4 or 11-2? What was it? 11 what?
11-4.
I mean, it doesn't really matter how much I score if we score fucking 11. So 11-4. 15 goal thriller on a Monday night. That's crazy.
Why not?
Has it ever been done? So I Googled the hat trick, and yes, Arsenal did it. Leicester City did it. And a 9-0 loss for the Southampton. So it's been done in 2003, 2019, and 2022 with Erling Haaland and Phil Foden doing it most recently. So has there ever been 15 goals in Prem match? Let's see what the AI says. There isn't much information about 15 goals being scored in a Premier League match right now. Here are some of the highest scoring games. Hey, look, we're up there. Tottenham 6-4 against Reading. Tottenham 9-1 against Wigan. Oh, you can't see that. God dang it. My bad. I messed with the layouts like a dingleberry. Hang on. There you go.
Look at that.
So
we're all over
some of the
it.
highest scoring matches. So, Paul, to predict 2 more goals scored when, what was it, 2009, we scored 9. 2 more goals. Is it that outlandish to say 11?
Is it?
I don't know. I mean, 11 goals looks like it's the most that's been scored. So, you know what? I think you need to have Leicester not scoring as many goals, and then it's more realistic.
Right, 11-2?
Might be 11-1 or 11-0. 11 with a clean sheet. You know what that does, Paul?
If it was 11-1, you'd still get people complaining about clean sheets, wouldn't you? Oh yeah, but we conceded a corner
too open
from a set
at the
piece.
back. We're too naive in defense. We're too naive.
Oh, do me a favor.
Even if we won like 7-4,
yeah,
I think that would happen. I think that would happen though. What you're saying about Spurs fans being like wah about the defense being open.
Yeah.
If we win every match 7-4, 7-5, 7-6,
we've won the title.
I don't give a fuck. If we concede 200 goals, we scored 250 and we didn't lose. That means we win the league.
That's it.
So it is dreaming for me a little bit to think about scoring fucking 7 goals every single match. But you know what, Paul? I like your 11 goal prediction because fuck it, bro. We scored 9 against Wigan 2009. What's the difference between Wigan and Leicester? They both just came up. What are we talking about?
I think that might be the match. I think Jermaine Defoe got 6 goals in that game against Wigan.
Let's see. What does Opta say? That's 7 of the 10 goals were scored within the final half hour of the match. Berbatov helped himself to 4 goals. Berbatov with 4 goals. God. What a beast. It didn't say anything about.
Yeah, but Wigan's the game you're looking for, not that one
Was
there.
that not
Wigan
the right
9. No.
Oh, that was Tottenham versus Reading. There's
Reading.
Tottenham versus Wigan. Yeah, you're right. It's not Reading?
It's Reading.
Well, why does it say read in their name?
Because it's English language, mate. No, never.
It says Reading, and you're saying it's Reading.
Yeah.
R-E-D is red.
Yeah.
Or are they
Arkansas
past
is
tense
Arkansas.
currently?
Here we go.
Hang on. So if it's reading, just give me a second here. Bear with me, folks. If it's reading,
Yeah.
like it's either they're meaning it, or excuse me, reading. That means that they're spelling it like the past tense of read. Because if you read or you read, they're spelt the same way, right?
Yeah.
So if it's reading, that means that their past tense have already read that, but the ing indicates that it's currently ongoing.
Well,
So it's
I don't know.
This is a catch-22 on the name. I don't like it. It's going to be reading from now on.
Okay, tell the people of Reading that then.
They can at me, at you Spurs of America. All right? Find me on Twitter, at you Spurs of A. It's got to be
goals?
reading. There's no way it's reading. I just don't believe it.
No, Wigan's the game you want.
Oh, yeah,
anyway.
okay. Wigan. Yeah.
There we go.
Zoom in. Oh, wrong window. Let me zoom in so it's not so. The text is bigger. Here we go.
Oh, Defoe scored 5. There you go.
5 Defoe goals. What a beast.
Yeah, he's good.
In a span of just 35 minutes. He averaged a goal every 6 minutes. And that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Real quick, I forgot to bring this up. Panda Ball, member for 6 months, says, play me at right wing. I run, and shoot the bamboo. I don't know what shoot the bamboo means. I don't know if it's
He's a panda.
But do they shoot bamboo? I thought they eat it. Oh, bamboo shoots. Like it's called a shoot of bamboo. We're making it happen here. All right, y'all. I digress. This show's going on longer than I intended. Here's the lineup. Let me see what y'all are saying. Predictions. And I'll give you mine at the end. Paul says 11 goals thriller. Well, no, 11 goals for us. 13 goal thriller. 11-2. I'll take it. First score prediction I see is Sahar with a 4-0 Tottenham. Love to see that. Ronnie, Tottenham Hotspur 5, Leicester 1.
Good.
All right. What other ones we got? Orez says Leicester 1, Tottenham 4. Nothing wrong with us foxes. Leave us alone. Pre-weed predictions, please. We just showed you 2 more goals for Tottenham to score, and we're right up there with all of the rest of our really high-scoring games. So come on now. Nervy 1-0 for George. So exactly the opposite for him.
Win's a win.
A win is a win. Richard B says 1-2. Trust me. Who wins though? 11 goals. Yes, that's right. I don't see any more score predictions, so I guess that's it. No one wanted to get their score predictions. Bill Nick's first ever game as Spurs manager was 10-4 for Everton. 10-4 to Everton. There's 10. It's Cooper, their manager. Won't be that many goals. Yeah, he probably will. Bloody Yanks. Don't be pronouncing it Wigan now, Jacob. Wajan? You want to see my Wajana? Whoa, bro, don't show me your Wajana. It's definitely not Reading. I'm not buying it. No, you can't convince me. Big up Nick Brown.
Yeah.
He's got the crystal ball out. We are not winning anything this season.
Oh, that's a shame.
So you, my question is,
stream this year then. Bugger it.
You know what? That's a good point. We should just
wrap it up.
Shows.
Just wrap it up, Jacob. Come back next year.
Or Nick Brown, since you're from the future, or you've got a crystal ball. It's one of the two. You've either got a crystal ball or you're from the future. And in either one of those circumstances, please help me get rich. All right? Give me the lottery numbers. Can you go back in the future, tell me what the lottery numbers for the next lottery is? I would love to retire my family to Greece. I'll be honest. But If you're just in here being a wham, that's okay. You're allowed to get your emotions heard because here we go.
Here we go, the new...
But also because I like everyone to feel like they're allowed to say whatever they want. Like, you know, if you're being arrested for eating a succulent Chinese meal and you don't want to be grabbed on the penis, you could say that.
See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis!
So, in summary, Nick Brown, please help me get rich because you're from the future, my friend. At least if it comes time to sack Ange, he's on a low salary. So already bundle.
Wow.
You sound. You know what? Sounds like a life at the party, baby. I want to talk to you around the punch bowl. Jacob, we have an area of London called Yeading.
Yeading.
Oh my fucking God. I'll believe that before I believe Reading.
I used to live near there.
Okay. Well, okay, I'll take it. I think Ange's record at Celtic was 9-0 versus
Yeah, I think
Dundee.
that's right. Yep.
All right. There we go. There's some score predictions. 3-1 from Steve Rifor Monto. Jordan says Spurs 4, Leicester 0. Big B Wolf, Leicester 0, Tottenham 5. And Nick Brown, shining the bright spot on all of us, says 1-1 if we're lucky.
If we're
potentially
lucky.
2-1 loss.
And a
Oh.
bum, just a fucking bum and a fucking idiot.
So he does not feel good about Tottenham. That's okay, Nick. Hopefully there's someone near you can give him a hug. Maybe they'll give you a smooch on the cheek. Or you're not a Spurs fan, and that's fine. You can hope for our downfall. I don't mind it. Faz, we already know Faz.
There we
know.
go.
Bill, Nick, come on now. Nita, talk to me. Coco says Leicester 0-4 for Tottenham. Got a lot of 4-0, 5-0s. Leicester 1, Spurs 3, says in a hype. Mel Knight 4, 8, 15, 16, 24. I don't know what you talking about, my friend.
It's the lotto numbers. Quick.
Oh, write them down. Write them down. Kamagu says Bentancur deserves to be on the lineup. Racismo question mark. A friendly fire assault with a deadly weapon. Well, blunt object? Or what's the charge? What can we charge him with that's the most severe? Because I like to be dramatic because there's alert bells in the title and it makes me feel dramatic.
Well, he kicked the crap out of that seat, didn't he? Seat vandalism.
Now, there we go. Soy Uno Dorito says 7-2 to the Spurs. Come on now. The Rude Boys. Stop, Jacob. I wasn't moving. I'm just playing. There's a Reading. And Paul, see, when I mispronounce stuff and then no one corrects me audibly, then I can just keep going with it. And now you've I don't know which one I said and which one's right anymore. The lines are getting blurred. But there's a reading in Pennsylvania called Reading. What you doing? I'm reading and reading.
Or is it Redden?
Or is it Reden, like for redemption? I don't know. A succulent Chinese meal. Mel Knight says 6-0 for Spurs, and I like that as well.
More like it.
I like that. Nick Brown yucking on our yum. What does that mean?
And a bum, just a fucking bum and a fucking idiot.
I love that clip. I don't know why. There's no context to playing it. I'm just playing it. Nicky is a Leicester fan, Winksy fan. Congratulations, Nick Brown. You are getting the dream midfield pairing of Harry Winks and Oliver Skipp in a double pivot, my friend. And you're going to sit back. You're going to sit back with Oliver Skipp and Harry Winks, bro. Congratulations.
Wow.
You've made it in life. Jacob, poll result before you end the stream. Good point. We got to do that. 74, 75, 76 votes. 38% says Brendan.
Right.
All right. Well, the poll has spoken. 33% says Kulu. The poll has spoken. We're going to end that there. And, I have a lot more bookmarks and stuff I wanted to go through, but that's okay. We could do those next time. But tomorrow, I will be live doing a watch-along. Paul, are you going to be live tomorrow with a watch-along?
Yeah, I think I will. Yeah.
Are you going to join us on the pre-match pump-up?
Probably not. I'd have to get up too early to do that.
I think it's 11:30 my time.
Yeah, it's a 5 a.m. kickoff, so I'll be flat out
Oh,
just getting my own shit together.
Fuck. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's great. 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's going to be 11:04, so it's going to be worth it.
There's a few.
What? Hang on, what's the
11:04 at 5 a.m. will wake you right up. I'll be honest. I was looking at Spurs. There's a 5 a.m. for me coming up. No, 6:30 versus Newcastle. When's the 5:30 versus West Ham?
We win by 4 goals. We go top so far.
Bro,
so that's what
11-4 we win. Yeah. 11-4 we're top of the league. Come on.
Yeah, and then we've only got 89 goals to get the rest of the season to get to 100. Just put the dent in it up front.
It does help your prediction there. Paul, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
You know, it's always a good surprise whenever you say, "No, I can't make it. Got too much other shit." And then you're like, "You know what? Fuck that shit. I'm joining." I like that. I love that. That's the shit we need, man. More of that. Because there's so many times where I'm like, I don't want to go live. I'm like, I've been getting trolled a lot by a lot of trolls, and like I'm just getting tired sometimes. Like maybe I just take a day off, and then usually when I feel that way and I stream, it ends up being a fantastic stream.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
So it's always like you just got to sometimes do it. Like you don't want to go on that jog. Just go on the jog. You might feel better afterwards. So, but for me, my prediction, y'all, I read everybody's and now it's my turn. Wait, Cormac says 11-4. You're not alone.
Yes, man.
If it's 11-4, the highlights are going to be an hour long. Oh,
that's
extended
That's
highlight.
what we want.
Soy una pelota. No, dos pelotas for me, chingon. But score predictions for me. Bro, all week, like for my official prediction that I submitted for the Fan Reactions League, I'm in a Premier League predictions where they have like, the Fan Reaction channel that cuts us up and shit. They probably emailed you about it. But they wanted to do a league with all the different content creators that they use clips from to do like a predictions league. And so I joined and I predicted officially 3-1, but I feel like a fucking bitch now. I'm not going to lie. If 4-1 doesn't even feel good enough, I'm saying 5-1 now because
yes, Paul, man,
we're going 5-1 tomorrow. 6-goal thriller on a Monday night. Talk to me. 5-1. Hey, big up Spurs fan in Connecticut. You know what it's like out here. Thank you for being a part of United Spurs of America. We got out here in the bald eagle country. Come on now. 4-1 should be enough on the goals scored. I'm taking 5-1 though.
Oh yeah.
4-1 doesn't even seem like enough for me. The Conte fraud, he did get cooked. I do want to end with that.
Oh, did he?
Shit. He's just being even more wham. He lost 3-0 today. So this came out. Their season starts tomorrow. This was yesterday. Their season started today. Oh, you can't see it. Breaking news, Paul. They lost 3-0. But
breaking news.
He says, I expected a difficult situation, but not like this. I expected a positive surprise, but it has been hard to find any. I expected better.
God.
Napoli finishing in 10th last season isn't a coincidence. Whoever thinks it was bad luck is far from reality. Mercato, it's a complicated situation. You know very well. Our mantra, this motherfucker just whining. We must be humble. We must be patient. You can change the manager, but you can't change the things at the club.
It's just like he's been cryogenically frozen since he thinks he's still at Spurs, maybe. He's just carrying on. He's carrying on from where he left off.
I don't know.
First game
Napoli will be competitive.
No.
It could be 6 months. It could be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. That's my Conte. That's how I imagine him saying this shit. The first line sounded literally how he opened that Southampton presser. I expected a difficult situation, but not like this. You fucking bitch. Anyway, that's a great note to end it on. But Paul, big up, buddy. Thank you for joining. Make sure you subscribe to Paul the Hotspur Hippie. It is in the description of this video. And Paul told me yesterday that he expected a difficult situation here on this show. I expected a difficult situation, but not like this.
I expected the positives.
I expected the money.
You know very well. You know very well.
But not like this. Make sure you hit a like and subscribe on the video because we rocking straight until tomorrow, baby. I might be back tonight. The boys are talking about doing a pro club stream, so I might be around tomorrow. But also, here's some of Conte's press conference.
And a bum, just a fucking bum and a fucking idiot.
So big up everybody who did hit that like and subscribe. Shout out the sponsors. We've got Panda Ball, Chang, George, Chris Peters with the largest dono tonight, bigging up the baby, and Benito Sotelo kicking things off, talking about how elite we are. So big up to that. Yo, I'm not redirecting to you, by the way.
It's nice, isn't it?
Is someone redirecting right now? Because I gotta end the show. I don't know. Maybe he's just talking shit because he's a dick. Let me see. There's no one even live. Oh, shit. There's a lot of people live. Who am I going to redirect to? I don't know. I'm going to redirect somewhere. I'll sort that. But wherever you go, make sure you say Jacob sent you. Oh, you're just saying even if you're live? Okay, but you're going to text me. Can you hit me with the redirect? Can you hit me with the redirect?
Hey, Bird, I'm going live. Can you redirect?
Hi, I'm going live. You can change the club, but you could change the manager, but you want to change the history of the story. Fucking guy. Sounds the same every year. But anyway, that's going to do it for the show. Stay blessed, stay fresh up the lads, and come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs.
Spurs of America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.
See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before. Get some cups. Why did you do this to me? Up in the car. Get some cups. For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one.